good morning, good afternoon, and good evening at whatever time you're watching us, because we know that you can watch it constantly. Welcome to Let's Talk Business with Laura Nowlin and Dr. Cobian. Dr. Cobian is here with me today. Thank goodness. She was gone for a while there. I was missing you. You were in California. And so I'm like, okay, how do I do the show without my Dr. Cobian? But it's really nice to have you back. So thank you for joining us. And of course, it is our show. We're a tag team. And here today we have Nicole Moffitt with us. She is the program manager for the E.D.G.E program at the Vegas Chamber. So Nicole, welcome. And you can give us a little bit more information about your title, because I know I tore that one up.
Nope. So as Laura said, I am Nicole Moffitt. I am the program manager of the E.D.G.E program. So that stands for the Entrepreneurial Development for Growth and Excellence program. It is a 12-week course where we cover a variety of subjects.
No, and so we were blessed, both Dr. Cobian and I, to actually go into the E.D.G.E program. We got accepted into the program, and we were the first cohort that actually graduated from the program. So we can share our testimony, and we can also be able to share what we experienced and what we thought about the program. And so we're just very excited to have you here. It's such a blessing. It really is. So give us a little bit of information about the program details, if you could.
So with the program, as I said previously, it is a 12-week program. So the courses are about 2 hours long, once a week, typically on Thursdays. We do hold those courses in person because it is much more collaborative environment, and really this program is a lot of focus on networking with your local community as well as small businesses. So we have a variety of subject matter experts that have volunteered their time to us for this program. So we're very grateful to have them with us. We also focus on credit management, access to capital, networking opportunities, exhibitions, like, for example, Preview Las Vegas and Business Expo, which is going to be coming up in June of this year.
Right, and I know that with us, we were able to experience the Business Expo, right? The organization through the program was able to give us a pop-up for a marketing piece, right? Absolutely free. We got 2 years of Vegas Chamber membership, and then the support that we needed. And you're right, the most important part, I believe, even taking so many classes, because I can tell you, I'm always taking courses every single year wherever I can get them to improve my skills as a business owner. One is networking, is being able to collaborate with other business owners and share experiences that may be difficulties that one of us is going through, maybe the other one has already experienced it. So that is definitely the highlight of any of these programs.
Yeah, most definitely. We some of the individuals in the program that we have are, just kind of starting out when it comes to networking. Other people we have in the program, just like you and Dr. Cobian, were pretty proficient at it, very well mastered with it. So we really do try to help everybody from every single kind of walk of life. Whether your experience has been, you're just kind of figuring things out, or if you're very well versed and you're taking lots of courses, things like that.
Yeah, I know for me, I've been in business for 9 years, and Dr. Cobian's been in business for 5 years. But after COVID, I truly felt like if I was starting up all over. And when I went to the program manager at that time and said, I know I've been in business for a while, and I know I might have hit these brackets of very high gross sales, but I can tell you right now, on bottom, it's like I'm losing so much money that I've even lost half of my gross sales, and I had to lay off. And I feel like I'm a startup, so I hope I qualify for the program. Like, you've been impacted by COVID. This is exactly what we're all going through, right, as the business community. And I was accepted, and it was very much a blessing. One thing that I was really struggling with is my CPA. We had gone through an actual audit. It was triggered because my CPA wrote off my idle loan. so wrote it off like it was not a loan. And so it triggered an audit. And through the process with one of the instructors, Megan, she gave us basically a formula on how to be able to track all your expenses and everything. Because I'm like, I've got to figure this out because my QuickBooks right now, it's not making any sense. Because as a business owner running my business for so long, I can do the numbers in my head and I know if I'm losing money or if I'm going to make money. Okay. And so I said, something's not matching up. It's not matching up what my CPA is saying. And with that document itself, I was able to then really prove my point that something is definitely wrong. And I had the ability to be able to fire my CPA. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. I appreciate the positive testimony. And that's also one of the focuses that we have in one of the classes. It is taught by Gina Baggiovi with Baggiovi Law Firm. And she focuses really on building your dream team, the individuals that you really want or need in your life in order to make sure that your business is running smoothly. She also mentions in there that it's so important that if you don't like doing something and you can afford to have someone else do it, why do that part of the job?
Right.
Why not just make sure that you bring in some type of expert to do that part while you do what you do best? So I think that's definitely, because so many of these experts have been in business so long, they really found out what they do well and maybe something that they could pass on to someone else.
Right.
Really using the most out of the time that they have available to themselves.
I think that this program is an amazing opportunity. When I got the opportunity, I pray. I was, oh, please, Lord, let them approve me. Please, Father, I need to take this. Why? Because I also had the business license for 5 years. But all I did was community service. Once COVID hit, then I started TV show 5 days a week, live TV, building content. That was taking all of my time. So I barely started working on my business when I joined the E.D.G.E program. And the first thing that I want to share with you guys, if you are like me who have English as a second language, don't let that stop you, because that was stopping me. I remember, thanks God, that when I entered the first class, Laura was there. So there was a familiar face for me. I didn't know that the person in charge at that time was going to ask us to share our testimony, how we build our company and everything. So I'm there. Laura is there, everybody's sharing, I'm freaking out, I'm shaking, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna speak in front of these people, they will not understand. And then Laura say, they will understand you, you're gonna do okay. Oh my God. Making the story short, E.D.G.E was not only an amazing opportunity to start growing my business and exposure and relationship, but also it helped me overcome this this limiting belief that I had that my English was not enough for people to understand me. And once I did that, the second thing that happened that was like a boom for me, because everything was really fast, is the opportunity that Laura just shared about having in the expo, being on the business to business expo. I had never had such an opportunity. I have never been in a event with a table and banners. And that day, I was not even worried about getting clients. I was so happy and so satisfied to be living the experience of being in an expo. That was amazing. But let me share this. So, in the beginning of the classes, they start talking about the SWOT.
analysis.
SWOT, SWOT analysis. And I'm like, what is that? So everyone in the classroom, they know what SWOT analysis is. They bring their paper out and I'm just, what are they talking about? So that was an amazing opportunity for me to learn a new tool, resource, however you call it, that now is helping me, because I not only know my strengths, my weaknesses, my threats, my opportunities as a person, but I also know as a business. And that's helping me so much, Nicole, that I told you I would like to take the program again, because I know that I have to translate in my mind. Why am I sharing this? Because many of you don't have English as a primary language. And I repeat that. Some of you maybe speak Chinese, maybe speak, I don't know. So don't let that stop you. E.D.G.E is an amazing program, and it has revolutionized my life and my business. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you,
Yes.
Olga. We are so lucky to have both of you as our alumni. I am very thankful for the opportunity to speak with both of you today, and I'm very, very excited to be here as well, as a friend, a colleague, etc. But I think it's so amazing that this program is meant for everyone, whether you're kind of just starting out on your business. I've had people that have an Etsy shop on Facebook, or on Facebook, the marketplace, they have businesses. And then I have individuals like both of you that have kind of excelled at this, and you seek out this knowledge and these programs to improve yourself and your businesses, which I think is definitely key to being successful small business owner.
Yeah, and this is really important. I had another training before, and let me tell you what the difference with E.D.G.E. In the other training, I will just go, listen, had no to participate or anything, just listen, nobody talked to me, I left, knowledge. In this program, you have follow-up, you have help. You can come to Nicole and say, Nicole, I don't know how to do this. And Nicole will sit down with you, and this is what is amazing. It doesn't say in the program, but I can tell from my experience, you have a coach next to you every time you go to class. There is help. You don't have to deal at home with all the papers that you got and reading, and how do I do that? I text Nicole, I email Nicole, I call Nicole. I was like, oh, poor Nicole, I'm overwhelming her. But thank you so much for all that support. You gave the extra mile, because that was not part of the program, but you're amazing. We love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you.
No, thank you so much. And I just wanted to share before we go to commercial is I've been in the staffing industry for 17 years, and my first client that I ever had when I was staffing was actually World Market Center. And so that expo was at World Market Center, and I thought, wow, come around full circle. Here I am 17 years later, and I'm actually expoing my business at World Market Center. So it was just amazing to experience that. So thank you. We're going to go ahead and go to commercial. And when we come back, Nicole's going to go over what requirements are needed in order for you to be able to qualify for the E.D.G.E program. So tune in. Don't leave. Introducing See Us Now Staffing, led by yours truly, Laura Nowlin. As the founder and president, I bring over 17 years of expertise in sourcing for talent, building winning teams of professionals, marketing, and workforce development. At See Us Now Staffing, we're not just a staffing agency. We're your strategic partner in building a winning team of professionals for your business. My passion for community service extends to connecting entrepreneurs with local resources. Recognized by the Small Business Administration as the 2022 Nevada Family-Owned Business of the Year, we're not just changing the workforce landscape, we're defining it.
Hello, this is Dr. Kovian. I am a naturopath, or a doctor in natural medicine, a holistic practitioner, and I specialize in uncovering the root causes of your symptoms of health problems. How do I do that? Well, I use the electromagnetic resonance technology, same thing that CAT scan and MRI uses in the hospital. And once I know what's the root cause, through natural solutions such as teas, soups, smoothies, I'll give you the recipes for you to empower your own body's healing mechanisms so that you will heal or prevent any future health problems. You can reach me out here in Las Vegas. My number is 702-365-8000, or you can look for Balance, Salud y Vida. I have a website, I have social media, but 702-365-8000 is the best way to reach out to me. I will help you better your health, prevent any illness, increase your energy levels, reduce inflammation, pain. You will feel amazing. It will be a pleasure to serve you. And we are back from commercials and ready to learn from Nicole what are the requirements that are needed to join this amazing program.
Thank you so much, Olga, for that. So there are a few criteria for the program. We are a program that is funded by a federal grant that was awarded to the Leadership Foundation. So we do have to have individuals apply for this program and meet these criteria. So the criteria are as follows. So you do have to have a business that is open and operating in the city of Las Vegas jurisdiction. That is a very, very important indication. That we can make sure that these businesses were in Las Vegas at the time that the pandemic happened. These funds are essentially COVID money, as it were. So because we understand that women and minority-owned businesses were highly impacted by the pandemic, and at a much larger scale because of the amount of small businesses and micro businesses that exist in Las Vegas, we want to make sure that these funds are going to individuals that need the most help. So with that being said, these businesses had to have been open prior to the pandemic. So that would have been in 2020. We are a little bit lax on the time period for these. So because we do know a lot of businesses stopped their business launches because of the pandemic, because businesses were closed. So these businesses also do need to have an active City of Las Vegas and State of Nevada business license. And then also these businesses have to show us essentially that they were negatively impacted, whether that's monetarily, if they had to deal with COVID restrictions, etc. So for example, a business that was in pharmaceuticals or something like that at the time, unfortunately we would not be able to accept them because typically they were making a higher net revenue during that period. But those are kind of just the criteria that we have decided upon to make sure that, as I said, these women and minority-owned businesses that were most impacted are the ones that are receiving the most help.
Yeah, so what we're finding is we're referring businesses over to Nicole and the Vegas Chamber Foundation for the E.D.G.E program, but then they're not getting accepted to the program because they're not in the city of Las Vegas. They're in the county. And so there's a big difference. You may have a state of Nevada license, but you also have to have a city of Las Vegas license. So there's two different licenses, right? We all have to have the state one. And depending on where we're at, if we're in North Las Vegas, Henderson, Las Vegas, or the county pocket, then you have that license there. What about a company that maybe they're headquartered in Henderson, but they're operating also in the city of Las Vegas because of the service they provide, so they also have a city of Las Vegas license? Does that count?
So if they don't have a physical address that's not located within the city of Las Vegas jurisdiction, unfortunately we would not be able to accept them into the program at this time.
Okay.
I am, however, hoping in the future that we can expand this program and kind of lax those criteria.
Okay. And do we talk about how long these classes are?
So these classes, it's a 12-week program. So these classes are going to be typically held every single week, so weekly, and they're going to be 2 hours long. Each one of these is going to be hosted by myself as well as a community subject matter expert. So that's kind of one of the things that I've heard that makes E.D.G.E very impactful, is because these experts own their own small businesses. They've been through the ringer as well, figuring out kind of how to pivot after the pandemic, and also thrive, because some of these businesses, the owners of them, they were not prepared, obviously, like so many of us, for the pandemic period, let alone small businesses as well.
Yeah, and so then after the 12-week course, there is a graduation, and the alumni who's already graduated gets an invite. And so we hope to be there and meet all of you, and just to encourage you to keep moving forward. So definitely we want you to register for, the E.D.G.E program. What's the best way of them getting a hold of you to register?
So for registering, we will go ahead and put the link available to everyone. You can also email me at nicolem@leadership.vegas. You can also call me as well. Typically, email is usually the best way to reach me, just because I get so many phone calls usually. So email is usually the best way for me to track things as well.
If they dialed your number, would it be best then maybe a text, maybe including their name, their type of business they have, and
Yes.
maybe their business address?
Yeah,
So then that way you
would
can
work
track them?
perfectly. Olga texts me. We text quite often, so typically that is a little bit easier to reach me with text. As you said, with a phone number, the type of business that you have, just give me details.
Right.
That's always helpful.
Okay, when is the next class starting?
So our next cohort is going to be beginning in April. So it's going to be beginning Monday, April 8th. So we're going to have our program orientation on that day, and then the following Thursday is going to be our first class.
Okay, and then are you willing to then give your number for texting purposes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so my phone number is going to be 702.
586-3820.
Thank you.
Yeah, now something really important, because the EDGE program is not only the beginning. Let me tell you this. Yes, I started the EDGE program. Nicole gave me a lot of mentoring. I met all these amazing teachers that they have their business, like Nicole mentioned. And we not only get their testimony of success, but also all the resources, all this knowledge, and the heart that they have to
Yeah, to
help
serve.
us as a small business. Now, part of the EDGE program is the 2 years membership with Vegas Chamber. That's another plus, because Vegas Chamber has so many benefits, and there is an amazing person also in Vegas Chamber, and that's Miss Monica. Miss Monica is in charge of making the members of Vegas Chamber successful. So she will guide you. She will sit down alone with you as a student of the program, and we'll go through all the benefits and all the opportunities that the membership offers, so that you can explode all of them. But hold on, that's not it. I told you, EDGE program is not only the beginning. No. After I graduated and I started going to the second cohort, because I'm gonna go to the April too, because it's my second language. I need to hear this again. So I got, through Vegas Chamber, a business coach. This business coach is helping me apply everything that I learned. He has something that is whipping my butt every week and see if I did what I was supposed to do. He's an amazing person. They have more than one. It's part of the program. But I'm sharing this because, believe me, if you do have a license in the city of Las Vegas and you were impacted by COVID, come on. You are not watching this show just because it's a coincidence. This is a call. This is an invitation to something wonderful that will not only change and transform your life, but also your business future. So do
awesome. Yes, do it. And so what is the Leadership Foundation's mission, and how can others, assist you with that mission?
So the Leadership Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit. So it is essentially the nonprofit arm of the Vegas Chamber. We do work together on a certain level, so our staff and things like that, we interact on a daily basis. So we work very closely with each other. So I'm on the nonprofit arm, so we do have quite a few different branches on this arm.
Yes.
So separate programs and things like that that individuals can apply to. That would be including our Leadership Las Vegas program, our Leadership Advance, the EDGE program, as we just discussed, and a few other separate programs. These programs are essentially assisting to create the leaders of tomorrow.
Yes. And so out there could be a billionaire. There could be someone who has established business, that has, the large company, and they would like to see how can they donate to not just open this up for just the city of Las Vegas entrepreneur small business community, but they want to see if maybe they can assist with funding to be able to make it maybe more for the city of Henderson, for North Las Vegas, for the county pocket. How can they do this, and is this an opportunity for them?
So this is an opportunity. The grant that we are utilizing currently is going to be ending in June.
Okay.
So we're looking at additional funding opportunities, whether this is partnerships with individuals, sponsorships, etc. So with the marketing of the E.D.G.E program, essentially, it has been kind of a little bit difficult in certain aspects. I'm sure, as you guys know, getting your name out there as a small business
Right.
or a program can be extremely difficult. So we're really, really focused on assisting anybody that needs the help, because knowledge is power, and the city of Las Vegas, as well as the communities that we live in, it's very important for all of us to work together in order to improve the conditions that all of us are having to deal with on a daily basis.
Definitely. So if you're out there and trying to figure out, okay, I'm looking for a foundation, a nonprofit organization that I want to financially support that is really giving back to the community, I just want to encourage you to get a hold of Nicole and see if you're able to fund, basically this program. It's a 501c3, so it could be a tax deduction for you. And instead of giving it right back to the government, why not give it back to the community?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So one more, if you can give us information on how they can get a hold of you and what is the best way to try to see if they qualify for this program.
So with the qualifications, I personally just recommend reaching out to me. As I said, you could send me an email. You could also shoot me a text. Typically, that's going to be the best ways to get a hold of me. I do tend to get a lot of spam calls.
Yes.
So as many individuals know. So I recommend emailing me at nicole.m@leadership.vegas. As I said, that's usually the best way to get a hold of me. I can go through those criteria with individuals and pre-qualify them. It doesn't take me very long, usually an hour or two.
Great. Is there anything else that you want to close out with?
I just want everybody to know how thankful I am to be on the show with you guys. I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate you guys kind of championing this program, as it were. So I just want you guys to know how much I personally respect both of you, and how much I also idolize both of you, because you're out there, you're doing this, you're strong, independent women, and you're fearless. So
Oh, thank you. Well, it's an honor to have you on our show.
Yes.
And thank you so much, Vegas Chamber of Commerce and the foundation, for allowing Nicole to even get on the show with us. We
Yes.
really do appreciate. Maybe, hopefully that you're able to tune in. A phone number that you can get a hold of me if you have any questions is 702-902-2448. And Dr. Cobian, what's the best way of them getting a hold of you?
702-365-8000.
Well, good evening, good morning, whatever it is, whatever time you're watching us, and hopefully you're able to tune in again next week. We launch these every Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time through our YouTube channels. See us now. Staffing is one of them, and the other one is?
Balance, Salud y Vida, Doctora Cobian.
You can also find us at www.dbtv.com and on Roku. Good day. Thank you.
thank you.